The Zarthak are stunned. They had always believed that their technology made them unbeatable, but now their own systems are sabotaged and malfunctioning. The humans, with their clever use of AI and cyber tactics, have proven that the underdog can win with intelligence, not just brute force. This unexpected advantage boosts the morale of the human forces, and they begin to believe that they can actually win this war. The Zarthak are starting to realize that the humans are not just a nuisance, they are a serious threat. The war is far from easy. Despite the growing success of the human forces, the Zarthak are relentless. Their retaliation is swift and brutal, and the humans know that their victory will come at a great cost. One of the most beloved human commanders, General Marcus Bonner, a charismatic and brave leader, leads a mission to destroy a massive Zarthak mothership, a key asset in the Zarthak's war effort. In a heartbreaking moment, General Bonner makes the ultimate sacrifice. As his team battles through the enemy lines, he realizes that the only way to ensure victory is to destroy the mothership from within. With no escape route, Bonner orders his crew to evacuate while he stays behind to carry out the mission. In a final, heroic act, he initiates the ship's self-destruct sequence, taking out the massive mothership and crippling the Zarthak's ability to project power across the galaxy. Bonner's death hits humanity hard. He was not just a commander, he was a symbol of hope and strength. His sacrifice stirs something deep inside every human soldier. The pain of his loss fuels their desire to fight even harder. Bonner's death becomes a rallying cry for the human forces. His sacrifice shows them that they have the power to win this war, but only if they are willing to give everything for the cause. This emotional loss galvanizes the humans' resolve. With Bonner's sacrifice in their hearts, the human forces push forward with renewed determination. They strike harder and faster, launching a series of successful raids across Zarthak territory. The humans are no longer fighting merely to survive, they are fighting for something greater. They are fighting for revenge, for justice, and for the memory of their fallen hero. As the war progresses, the humans realize that they cannot keep winning battles with sheer courage and ingenuity alone. The Zarthak are still technologically superior in many ways, and if the humans are going to turn the tide of this war for good, they need a new strategy, one that doesn't rely on hacking and guerrilla tactics, but on technology that can level the playing field. After months of research and development, the humans finally unveil their new weapon, a powerful EMP, electromagnetic pulse, device that can disable the technology of the Zarthak fleet. The EMP is designed to disrupt the delicate systems of the Zarthak warships, rendering their advanced weapons and shields useless for a limited time. The humans know that the key to defeating the Zarthak lies in their ability to neutralize the aliens' technological advantage. The first test of the EMP comes during a daring raid on a Zarthak supply depot. The humans, armed with the new EMP device, sneak into the heart of Zarthak territory, infiltrating a heavily fortified station. As they approach the target, the tension is palpable. The Zarthak sensors are highly sensitive, and the humans know that one wrong move could mean the end of the mission. But they have come too far to turn back now. As they activate the EMP, a wave of energy ripples through the Zarthak station. The once powerful warships, with all their advanced weaponry, suddenly go silent. The Zarthak are caught off guard as their systems shut down. The humans take advantage of this moment of vulnerability, launching a swift and decisive attack on the station. The Zarthak are left scrambling, unable to respond to the humans' sudden offensive. The success of the EMP weapon marks a turning point in the war. The humans have now found a way to counter the Zarthak's technological supremacy, leveling the playing field in a way that their enemies never anticipated. The EMP gives the humans the ability to strike at the heart of the Zarthak fleet and destroy their most powerful assets. It is a weapon that will change the course of the war and give humanity a fighting chance to win. The Zarthak are stunned. They had always believed that their technology made them unbeatable, but now their own systems are sabotaged and malfunctioning. The humans, with their clever use of AI and cyber tactics, have proven that the underdog can win with intelligence, not just brute force. This unexpected advantage boosts the morale of the human forces, and they begin to believe that they can actually win this war. The Zarthak are starting to realize that the humans are not just a nuisance, they are a serious threat. The war is far from easy. Despite the growing success of the human forces, the Zarthak are relentless. Their retaliation is swift and brutal, and the humans know that their victory will come at a great cost. One of the most beloved human commanders, General Marcus Bonner, a charismatic and brave leader, leads a mission to destroy a massive Zarthak mothership, a key asset in the Zarthak's war effort. In a heartbreaking moment, General Bonner makes the ultimate sacrifice. As his team battles through the enemy lines, he realizes that the only way to ensure victory is to destroy the mothership from within. With no escape route, Bonner orders his crew to evacuate while he stays behind to carry out the mission. In a final, heroic act, he initiates the ship's self-destruct sequence, taking out the massive mothership and crippling the Zarthak's ability to project power across the galaxy. Bonner's death hits humanity hard. He was not just a commander, he was a symbol of hope and strength. His sacrifice stirs something deep inside every human soldier. The pain of his loss fuels their desire to fight even harder. Bonner's death becomes a rallying cry for the human forces. His sacrifice shows them that they have the power to win this war, but only if they are willing to give everything for the cause. This emotional loss galvanizes the humans' resolve. With Bonner's sacrifice in their hearts, the human forces push forward with renewed determination. They strike harder and faster, launching a series of successful raids across Zarthak territory. The humans are no longer fighting merely to survive, they are fighting for something greater. They are fighting for revenge, for justice, and for the memory of their fallen hero. As the war progresses, the humans realize that they cannot keep winning battles with sheer courage and ingenuity alone. The Zarthak are still technologically superior in many ways, and if the humans are going to turn the tide of this war for good, they need a new strategy, one that doesn't rely on hacking and guerrilla tactics, but on technology that can level the playing field. After months of research and development, the humans finally unveil their new weapon, a powerful EMP, electromagnetic pulse, device that can disable the technology of the Zarthak fleet. The EMP is designed to disrupt the delicate systems of the Zarthak warships, rendering their advanced weapons and shields useless for a limited time. The humans know that the key to defeating the Zarthak lies in their ability to neutralize the aliens' technological advantage. The first test of the EMP comes during a daring raid on a Zarthak supply depot. The humans, armed with the new EMP device, sneak into the heart of Zarthak territory, infiltrating a heavily fortified station. As they approach the target, the tension is palpable. The Zarthak sensors are highly sensitive, and the humans know that one wrong move could mean the end of the mission. But they have come too far to turn back now. As they activate the EMP, a wave of energy ripples through the Zarthak station. The once powerful warships, with all their advanced weaponry, suddenly go silent. The Zarthak are caught off guard as their systems shut down. The humans take advantage of this moment of vulnerability, launching a swift and decisive attack on the station. The Zarthak are left scrambling, unable to respond to the humans' sudden offensive. The success of the EMP weapon marks a turning point in the war. The humans have now found a way to counter the Zarthak's technological supremacy, leveling the playing field in a way that their enemies never anticipated. The EMP gives the humans the ability to strike at the heart of the Zarthak fleet and destroy their most powerful assets. It is a weapon that will change the course of the war and give humanity a fighting chance to win. However, Elena has something that Zarak does not, sheer willpower and determination. She has seen the worst this war has to offer, but she has also seen the strength of humanity's spirit. As the two prepare to face each other in a brutal hand-to-hand combat sequence, Elena's mind races. She knows this fight will not be about strength. It will be about heart. It will be about the will to survive, to protect those who cannot fight for themselves. The battle between Elena and Zarak is intense. Zarak's massive frame and superior combat skills give him an immediate advantage. With each strike, Elena is pushed to her limits, but she refuses to back down. The blows rain down on her, but she fights with every ounce of strength she has. She knows this is the moment she has been preparing for her entire life. If she falls, everything the humans have fought for will fall with her. As they fight, Elena's thoughts flash to her fallen comrades, her people, and her homeworld. Every memory of the lives lost in this war drives her to keep fighting. With a desperate burst of energy, Elena dodges a powerful strike and lands a blow that knocks Zarak off balance. For a brief moment, the Zarthak general falters. Elena doesn't hesitate. She uses her momentum to deliver a devastating strike to Zarak's chest, bringing him to his knees. Zarak, though mighty, is not invincible. His armor is breached, and he collapses. The battle is over, but Elena knows that this is not just a personal victory, it's a victory for every human who has fought and died in this war. Her victory over Zarak sends a shockwave through the Zarthak forces, breaking their morale. The humans and their allies push forward, determined to finish what they started. With Zarak's defeat, the Zarthak forces begin to crumble. The once feared empire that had dominated the galaxy for so long is now in disarray. The human forces, bolstered by their victory, make their final push toward the heart of the Zarthak homeworld. The battle rages on, but the outcome is clear. The Zarthak can no longer hold back the human onslaught. As the humans make their way to the Zarthak capital, the streets are littered with the debris of war. The once mighty structures of Zarthak civilization are now reduced to rubble, a symbol of their impending downfall. The humans are unstoppable. Their relentless drive, combined with their newfound technological superiority, has broken the Zarthak's will to fight. In the final moments of the battle, the Zarthak leaders are captured, and their empire is shattered. The war is over, and humanity has won. The galaxy, once under the oppressive rule of the Zarthak, is now free. The humans have not only survived, they have triumphed. The final stand, marked by the bravery of leaders like Elena and the sacrifices of countless others, has secured humanity's place among the stars. As the dust settles and the last echoes of the battle fade, humanity stands victorious. The Zarthak are defeated, and the galaxy is no longer a place of fear and oppression. The humans have shown that even the smallest, most underestimated species can rise up and defeat the greatest of enemies. The war is over, and humanity's future is brighter than ever. The war that had raged across the galaxy for years has finally ended. With the defeat of the Zarthak, humanity has emerged victorious. The once powerful Zarthak Empire, which had ruled over vast swathes of space, has crumbled. The Zarthak, who had once looked down on humans as weak and insignificant, now lay defeated and broken. Humanity's rise from the ashes of their own near destruction has been nothing short of miraculous. The humans, who had been fighting for their very survival just a few years ago, now stand as the most fearsome and respected species in the galaxy. Their resilience, intelligence, and ability to adapt in the face of impossible odds have won them allies from across the stars. The Zarthak warships that once filled the skies are now gone, replaced by human ships patrolling the galaxy. The message is clear: humanity is no longer the prey. They are the predators. With the Zarthak Empire in ruins, humanity does not simply celebrate their survival. They take control, establishing themselves as the new rulers of the galaxy. The human-led intergalactic empire begins to take shape. Many of the alien factions that once feared the humans now look to them as leaders. The galaxy, once divided and fractured under the rule of the Zarthak, is beginning to unify under humanity's guidance. Earth, once a backwater planet isolated from the rest of the galaxy, is now at the heart of a new, thriving empire. This victory is not just a military one, it is a symbol of humanity's strength and determination. The rise of humanity is a story that will be told for generations, a tale of a species that overcame impossible odds and became the most powerful force in the galaxy. The humans who once fought to survive now fight to ensure that the peace they have won will last. The galaxy may have been ruled by others, but now, it is humanity's time to lead. Despite their triumph, there is no joy in the hearts of the surviving humans. The cost of victory has been immense. The war, which began as a desperate fight for survival, has taken a heavy toll on humanity. Thousands of soldiers, scientists, civilians, and allies have given their lives to bring down the Zarthak. Cities have been destroyed, families torn apart, and entire worlds have been left in ruins. The loss is felt deeply by those who survived. The once vibrant cities of Earth now stand as silent monuments to the lives lost in the war. The human soldiers who fought so bravely, many of them young and full of hope at the start, now return home with deep scars, both physical and emotional. The heroes who led the charge, who sacrificed everything for the cause, are mourned by their people. Their sacrifices are remembered, but there is no joy in their absence. In the aftermath of the war, the surviving humans gather in memorials, each reflecting on the cost of their victory. For some, the faces of fallen friends and comrades haunt their dreams. For others, the memory of the brutal battles and the destruction left behind will never fade. Captain Elena Vargas, who played a pivotal role in the war's final days, stands among her people, looking at the skyline of a city that has been rebuilt in the image of those who fought to save it. Her heart is heavy. She sees the faces of the fallen in every corner of the world, and the weight of their sacrifice hangs over her like a shadow. She is proud of what they have accomplished, but the joy of victory is tempered by the immense cost. As the leaders of the new human empire stand together, they remember the sacrifices that made this victory possible. General Thomas Rees, who had lost so many friends and soldiers, stands in silence, reflecting on the battlefields where he once fought. He thinks of the fallen, each life lost, each sacrifice made. He knows that their memories will live on, but it does little to ease the pain of their absence. The humans are not the same people they were before the war. They are stronger, yes, but they are also scarred. They have lost so much that it is impossible to truly feel the full weight of their victory. Still, they know that they have changed the galaxy forever. The Zarthak are gone, and their oppressive rule is no more. Humanity, though forever altered by the war, has secured a future where they can shape their destiny. With the Zarthak defeated, humanity now faces the monumental task of rebuilding. The galaxy is vast, and while many of the alien factions have come together under humanity's leadership, not all are willing to embrace the new order. Some old rivalries remain, and not all species are comfortable with humans at the helm. However, humanity's reputation as the galaxy's most powerful force has earned them the authority to bring order to the chaos. Humanity's leaders, including Elena Vargas and Thomas Rees, understand that their job is far from over. Their victory may have secured their survival, but it is only the beginning of their journey. They now hold the power to reshape the galaxy, to heal old wounds, forge new alliances, and bring peace to a war-torn universe. The Zarthak may be gone, but new challenges are on the horizon. The humans know that their enemies are not all gone. New threats, both internal and external, lurk in the shadows. But the humans, now stronger than ever, are ready to face whatever comes next. As the humans begin their work to rebuild, they start with the planet Earth. No longer just a home for humanity, Earth becomes a symbol of hope and strength to the rest of the galaxy. The scars of war are still visible, but Earth's people are determined to restore what was lost. With their newfound power, the humans embark on a mission to heal the galaxy. They know it will take time, but they are not afraid. They are ready to build a new future, one where their people can live in peace, free from the fear of domination. Humanity's ascension is not just about power. It is about wisdom, compassion, and responsibility. As they rise to the top, they must remember the cost of their victory. They must honor the lives lost, the sacrifices made, and the lessons learned. The galaxy may now be theirs to shape, but they must do so with care, for they are not the only species in the stars. And while humanity has proven its strength, they must also prove that they are worthy of the power they have earned. Humanity has emerged victorious, and the galaxy is beginning to change. The once fragmented and war-torn expanse of space is slowly coming together under a new, unified order, one that is led by humanity. The Zarthak Empire, the greatest power the galaxy had ever known, is gone, and in its place rises the human-dominated Galactic Empire. The Zarthak ruled with an iron fist, subjugating countless species and enforcing their dominance with terrifying military might. Now, humanity stands as the new force in the galaxy, and their influence spreads across the stars. But with power comes responsibility. While humanity has earned its place as the dominant species, questions begin to arise. Will they follow the same path as the Zarthak? Will they become the very tyrants they fought against? Or will they use their newfound strength to bring peace and stability to the galaxy, ensuring that the horrors of the past never return? These questions weigh heavily on the minds of humanity's new leaders as they begin to chart the course for the future. Humanity's rise to power has not been without challenges. Despite the defeat of the Zarthak, not all alien species are pleased with the new order. Some view humanity with suspicion, fearing that they may become just as ruthless and authoritarian as the Zarthak. Others, however, see the potential for peace, believing that humanity's rise could mark the end of oppression in the galaxy. The path forward is uncertain, and there are those who worry that the human empire could fall into the same traps as the tyrants they overthrew. As the newly established Galactic Empire begins to take shape, its leaders must carefully navigate these uncertain waters. They know that their every decision will have lasting consequences, and they are determined not to repeat the mistakes of the past. The power they hold is immense, but with that power comes the responsibility to protect the weak, to ensure justice, and to build a future where all species can live without fear. Among the new leaders of the Galactic Empire are the survivors of the war, the heroes who fought and sacrificed everything for victory. Captain Elena Vargas, General Thomas Reese, and Commander James Corr are now among the most influential figures in the new human council that governs the galaxy. Their names have become symbols of humanity's strength and resilience, but they are also haunted by the ghosts of their fallen comrades. Each of them has lost friends, soldiers, and allies during the long and brutal war, and their memories are never far from their minds. Captain Elena Vargas often finds herself staring out into the vast expanse of space, thinking of the countless lives that were lost in the fight against the Zarthak. She remembers the faces of those who gave everything for the cause, soldiers who were like family to her. Now, as a leader in the new human council, she carries the weight of their sacrifices on her shoulders. General Thomas Reese is no stranger to loss either. He had once led the human forces in the fiercest battles of the war, and many of his closest comrades never made it home. He remembers the faces of his fallen soldiers, men and women who fought with everything they had to protect humanity's future. In the quiet moments, when he is alone with his thoughts, he feels the pain of their absence. But he knows that their sacrifices were not in vain. Their courage, their commitment, and their willingness to die for a cause greater than themselves paved the way for humanity's victory. Now, he must ensure that their legacy endures. Commander James Corr, a fierce warrior who had led many of the successful raids against the Zarthak, also feels the weight of the war's cost. He had seen his own unit wiped out in one of the final battles against the Zarthak, and he still carries the scars of that day, both physical and emotional. Despite the triumph, he struggles with the loss of his comrades. He often finds himself asking if it was worth it. Was the victory worth the lives lost? Was the future they fought for worth the sacrifices made? These questions haunt him as he steps into his new role as a leader. As the new human-led Galactic Empire begins to take shape, there is a mixture of hope and fear that hangs in the air. Many species who once served under the Zarthak now look to humanity for guidance. The once feared humans are now seen as protectors, offering a vision of peace and stability that the galaxy has long craved. However, not all are so hopeful. Some view humanity's rise with suspicion, fearing that the new empire will be just as oppressive as the one they defeated. Humanity's leaders understand that their work is far from over. The galaxy is vast, and while many factions are willing to accept humanity's leadership, there are those who will resist. There are old grudges, old rivalries, and old wounds that still need to be healed. Humanity must prove itself worthy of the trust placed in it. They must show that they are not just the conquerors, but also the caretakers of the galaxy. Captain Elena Vargas, now one of the highest-ranking leaders in the new empire, faces the challenge of keeping peace among the different species. She knows that while the Zarthak may be gone, there will always be threats to stability. The power vacuum left behind by their fall has already begun to attract the attention of other dangerous forces, and the galaxy is far from safe. But she is determined to ensure that humanity does not become the very thing it fought against. The new human empire must walk a delicate line. It must be strong enough to deter any would-be conquerors, but it must also remain just and fair. It is a balancing act that will define the future of the galaxy. The survivors of the war know this better than anyone. The questions remain: will humanity rise to the challenge, or will the weight of its power corrupt it? Only time will tell. The galaxy has changed. After years of warfare and struggle, humanity now stands as the dominant force in space. The fall of the Zarthak Empire has solidified humanity's place at the top of the galactic hierarchy. The once fragile human race, considered weak and insignificant by most alien species, is now feared and respected as the galaxy's most powerful predator. With their new intergalactic empire, humans control vast territories and have forged alliances with countless species. The once divided factions now come together under humanity's leadership, believing that the old days of tyranny and war are finally over. But, as the saying goes, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Humanity's victory, though hard-won, comes at a cost. Despite their strength and dominance, the galaxy is not as peaceful as many had hoped. Rumors begin to spread, whispers of a new and even more dangerous enemy lurking in the shadows. This enemy, unknown to humanity, has been watching their rise with keen interest, observing their every move. The humans' newfound power has attracted the attention of a dark and mysterious force, one that may be even more lethal than the Zarthak ever were. Humanity's leaders, though proud of their victory, are wary of the future. They know that with every empire comes the threat of rebellion, and with every victory, the seeds of defeat are sown. The survivors of the war, such as Captain Elena Vargas, General Thomas Rees, and Commander James Corr, now bear the weight of their past victories while preparing for the challenges that lie ahead. They understand that the galaxy, though in their control, is still a vast and dangerous place. There are always new threats waiting to rise, and the human race cannot afford to grow complacent. In the midst of their new power, the human leaders begin to notice strange signals, encrypted messages that appear to come from a place far beyond the reach of their most advanced technology. These signals hint at something terrifying, a force that has been biding its time, watching the galaxy's battles unfold from a distance. The nature of this new enemy remains unclear, but the fear is palpable. These mysterious signals carry with them a sense of imminent danger, and humanity must act quickly if they are to avoid being blindsided by a new war. While humanity is focused on rebuilding and consolidating their power, their enemies, both known and unknown, are beginning to unite. The Zarthak, though defeated, were not the only empire in the galaxy. Other alien species, some of whom had been subjugated by the Zarthak, are now beginning to question their allegiance to humanity. Some wonder if the humans, who have become so powerful, are no better than the tyrants they overthrew. These species, once allies, now whisper among themselves, plotting to rise against the new empire. The humans, meanwhile, are faced with growing unrest within their own ranks. While many of the newly allied species enjoy the peace that humanity has brought, others see this peace as a threat. The galaxy is vast, and the more powerful humanity becomes, the more enemies it creates. The survivors of the war know this all too well, and they begin to prepare for what they fear could be a new conflict, one that might be even more challenging than the war with the Zarthak. But they are not the only ones preparing. A darker force watches humanity's every move, and this new threat is unlike anything the humans have faced before. It is intelligent, ruthless, and far more advanced than the Zarthak ever were. This enemy has been waiting in the shadows for the right moment to strike, and now that humanity is rising to power, that moment may be closer than anyone realizes. The signs of this new enemy's presence are subtle but undeniable. Unexplained disappearances of entire colonies, the sudden appearance of strange ships in the deepest corners of space, and the cryptic messages that humans are just beginning to decode, these all point to something far more dangerous than the Zarthak. It is clear that humanity's strength has made them a target, and the galaxy's balance may soon be threatened once again. As the story reaches its climax, humanity stands at a crossroads. Their rise to power has been swift and overwhelming, but now, in the wake of their victory, uncertainty looms on the horizon. The galaxy is vast, and no empire can remain unchallenged forever. The survivors of the Great War, the leaders of humanity's new empire, are not blind to this reality. They know that their power, while formidable, is fragile. As Captain Elena Vargas, General Thomas Rees, and Commander James Corr gather in the council chambers, they are faced with difficult choices. They must decide how to respond to the growing threat. Do they fortify their empire and prepare for war, or do they attempt to negotiate and find a peaceful resolution? The fear of the unknown enemy weighs heavily on their minds, and they understand that they must be ready for anything. At the same time, the once united human council begins to show cracks. There are those who argue for peace at any cost, while others call for swift and decisive action against the new threat. The balance of power within the council is shifting, and the decisions made in these coming days could shape the future of the galaxy. Trust among the leaders is tested, and as the council debates their next move, tensions rise. In the final moments of the story, the mysterious signals from the unknown enemy intensify. The cryptic messages grow clearer, and for the first time, humanity realizes the true scale of the threat they are facing. It is not just an enemy, they are facing an entire network, an alliance of species and powers, waiting to strike when the time is right. The humans must now prepare for an enemy that does not fear them and will stop at nothing to tear down the empire they've built. The story ends on a cliffhanger, with a final message from the mysterious enemy flashing across human communication systems: the hunt has just begun. This chilling message sends shockwaves through the human council, signaling the start of a new chapter in the saga. Humanity's victory over the Zarthak was only the beginning, and the true test of their power is about to unfold. The year is 2073. The galaxy is in chaos. Powerful alien species, far more advanced than humans, control vast stretches of space. Entire civilizations have been enslaved, their resources plundered by these dominating empires. The Zarthak, a ruthless, AI-driven alien race, are one of the biggest threats, conquering and annihilating any species that stands in their way. For centuries, Earth has been isolated from the chaos, hidden behind the dark void of space, cut off from interstellar conflicts. But things have changed. During their long period of isolation, humans have used their time wisely. They've developed technologies that were once thought impossible: advanced AI systems, weapons that can travel across the stars, and stealth technologies far beyond anything the galaxy has seen before. The humans have been quietly preparing for a fight that could decide the fate of their future. Earth is no longer the weak, isolated planet it once was. The Zarthak know nothing about Earth's progress. They believe humans to be an insignificant species, primitive and harmless. But they are about to learn how wrong they are. A small human fleet, fitted with experimental cloaking devices, silently approaches a Zarthak warship stationed on the outskirts of the human frontier. The human ships, hidden in plain sight, have no intention of hiding forever. Their purpose is clear: strike first, or risk being wiped out. Without warning, the human fleet launches a surprise attack. The Zarthak warship, heavily armed and expecting little resistance, is ambushed. The humans, using their cloaking technology, move undetected, and the first wave of attacks is devastating. The Zarthak warship's defenses are torn apart by powerful new energy weapons. Their systems, previously thought invincible, are hacked in real time by a human quantum AI designed to counter alien technology. In just a matter of minutes, the once mighty Zarthak warship is left in ruins, and the human fleet slips away before the aliens even realize what's happened. The message is loud and clear: Earth is no longer powerless. The Zarthak, known for their arrogance and pride, are stunned. How could a primitive species like humanity have developed such advanced weapons? They had underestimated humans for so long, never believing they were capable of defending themselves, let alone mounting an attack. The Zarthak are shaken, and their leaders immediately convene to discuss the breach. This is no random incident. This is a declaration of war. The Zarthak aren't used to failure, especially from a species they deem beneath them. They begin to mobilize their forces, intending to wipe out the humans before they can pose a real threat. However, the Zarthak make a critical mistake. They underestimate humanity's ability to fight back. The humans, aware of the Zarthak's technological superiority, have secretly developed something far more dangerous than weapons. In addition to their advanced AI, they've also created a new biological weapon, one that can infiltrate alien technologies and turn them against their creators. The weapon, called Genesis, was designed to hack into alien systems and disable their defenses, rendering their technology useless. The humans know that their only chance to survive and win is by using this weapon strategically. But before they can launch the weapon, the Zarthak make their move. Without warning, they attack a human colony, a peaceful settlement on the edge of Earth's influence. The colony is unprepared for such an assault. The Zarthak, with their vast fleets and overwhelming firepower, begin to raze the colony, wiping out the helpless population. The humans are left in shock and grief, but this attack also ignites something deep within them, a fierce determination to fight back. The Zarthak believe they've crushed humanity's resistance in one swift strike. They think the humans are weak, that they will fall without a fight. But they've made a grave error. The colony's destruction may have been a devastating blow, but it has also awakened something in humanity, a drive to survive, to protect their home, and to show the galaxy that humans are not to be underestimated. The humans, now fully aware of the Zarthak's cruelty, prepare to strike back. They know the Zarthak will come for Earth next, and they have no intention of being caught off guard again. The clock is ticking, and the war for survival has begun. Humanity's best minds come together to perfect Genesis, the biological weapon that can hack into the Zarthak's advanced systems. Using this, they plan to turn the Zarthak's own technology against them. As the humans prepare for the inevitable conflict, they face a difficult choice: will they launch a full-scale assault on the Zarthak to reclaim their freedom, or will they bide their time and wait for the right moment? The Zarthak are coming, and the humans must be ready. Their victory in the first skirmish was a surprise, but it was only the beginning. What happens next will determine whether humanity survives or becomes another victim in the Zarthak's long history of conquest. The Zarthak may have underestimated humanity before, but now they are starting to learn the true power of the human spirit. The first strike came without warning. The human fleet, once thought weak, has been secretly preparing for this moment. Equipped with cloaking technology and powerful, experimental weapons, they are ready to take on the Zarthak in a way no one expected. Using their advanced cloaking devices, the humans launch a surprise attack on a Zarthak supply station stationed on the edge of the galaxy. The station, crucial to the Zarthak's war effort, is heavily guarded, but the humans know how to exploit its weaknesses. The humans infiltrate the station undetected, silently disabling its communication systems. In the chaos that follows, they launch a devastating strike on the station's core, using their most advanced weapons to destroy the entire facility in one precise blow. The explosion is enormous, lighting up the dark expanse of space. The Zarthak are left in shock. They never thought humans could pull off something like this. The humans have sent a clear message: they are not to be taken lightly, and they are willing to fight back. But this victory is only the beginning. The Zarthak will not let this insult go unanswered. They are coming for humanity, and they are angry. The human victory sends ripples through the galaxy. The Zarthak's once unchallenged supremacy is now in question. The humans may be outnumbered, but they are proving they can outthink and outfight even the most advanced alien species. Though they are technologically inferior in some areas, humans are resourceful, fearless, and relentless. The Zarthak underestimated them before, and they won't make the same mistake again. The humans may have struck first, but the Zarthak are not easily defeated. In response to the destruction of their supply station, they mobilize their fleet, launching an aggressive counterattack on the outskirts of the galaxy. They are determined to wipe out the humans before they can become a real threat. A deadly space battle ensues in the vast, dark reaches of space. The humans, though outnumbered, fight with everything they have. They use their advanced cloaking technology to stay hidden, launching surprise attacks on the Zarthak warships and supply lines. The battle rages for hours, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The Zarthak warships, built for strength and firepower, are formidable opponents. But the humans use every advantage they have, speed, surprise, and precision, to slowly wear them down. In the midst of the battle, the humans make use of a new tactic: they deploy AI-controlled drones that can operate independently of human pilots. These drones are faster and more agile than the Zarthak's massive warships, allowing the humans to hit the aliens where it hurts. The drones disable key systems in the Zarthak fleet, making it easier for the human forces to take out their enemies one by one. Despite the overwhelming odds, the humans never back down. Their resolve is unbreakable, and the Zarthak are forced to retreat. It is a hard-fought victory for humanity, but a victory nonetheless. As the battle ends and the humans regroup, they realize they cannot defeat the Zarthak on their own. The Zarthak are too powerful, and even with their advanced technology, the humans know they need help. But who can they turn to? The galaxy is full of alien species, many of whom have been oppressed by the Zarthak for centuries. The humans begin reaching out to those who have suffered under the Zarthak's rule, hoping to form alliances and unite against the common enemy. It is then that the humans make an unexpected discovery. An ancient alien species, the Tarlok, comes forward with an offer of help. The Tarlok are a mysterious and powerful race, once the prey of the Zarthak but now hidden away in the farthest corners of the galaxy. They have been watching humanity's rise with interest, and they believe that humans could be the key to restoring balance in the galaxy. The Tarlok offer to share their knowledge and intelligence about the Zarthak, information that could turn the tide of the war. In return, they ask for the humans' help in defeating the Zarthak once and for all. The humans are hesitant at first, unsure if they can trust the Tarlok. After all, this is a species that has been hiding for centuries. But they realize that, if they are to stand any chance against the Zarthak, they must take this opportunity. The Tarlok provide the humans with crucial intelligence about the Zarthak's weaknesses, their technology, and their tactics. Armed with this new knowledge, the humans are ready to strike again. The alliance between the humans and the Tarlok is an uneasy one, but it is a powerful one. Together, they form a force that is far stronger than either could have been alone. The humans now have the technology and the intelligence to take on the Zarthak in a way they never could have before. With the Tarlok's help, they now have a chance to push the Zarthak back and restore peace to the galaxy. With their new alliance and newfound strength, the humans begin preparing for the next stage of the war. They know that the Zarthak will retaliate, and they need to be ready. The humans work with the Tarlok to build new weapons and improve their cloaking technology. They prepare for the toughest battles yet. The fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance, and the humans are determined to make their mark. As the humans and the Tarlok stand together, they are no longer just fighting for survival, they are fighting for the future of the galaxy. The Zarthak may have thought the humans were weak, but they are about to learn that the humans are capable of far more than anyone could have imagined. The first strike was just the beginning. The war is far from over, and the humans are ready to fight until the very end. In the wake of their previous victories, the humans are no longer just survivors, they are becoming a formidable force in the galaxy. The Zarthak may have more advanced technology, but the humans have something that the Zarthak never expected: ingenuity. The humans have always been resourceful, finding ways to turn their weaknesses into strengths. And now, with their alliance with the Tarlok and their new arsenal of weapons, they are ready to strike back in ways the Zarthak never imagined. Humans are fighting a war on their own terms, using guerrilla tactics and clever strategies. Instead of engaging the Zarthak head-on, they hit where it hurts the most, in their technological systems. Using advanced cyber warfare and newly enhanced AI, humans begin infiltrating the Zarthak's war machines. The Zarthak had relied on their superior tech to dominate the galaxy, but now that very tech is being used against them. The humans hack into the Zarthak's fleets and turn their own weapons and machines against them, causing massive disruptions in their military operations. This new method of warfare shifts the balance in the humans' favor.